Hello folks, my name is Mark. This is UCD Toy Reviews. How you guys doing? So, got a little bit of an older one here for you guys. This is a figure that came out in 2003 from Neca Toys, and this is Pinhead from Hellraiser, which is one of my favorite series of horror movies. Even though really only the first two are any good. Part 3 is okay, and anything past that is pretty crappy, but still, they are one of my favorite series. And so this one is a little bit older. Neca has some newer versions of this figure. Ultimate Hellraiser, like 7 inches tall, whatever. But this is from an older series where they put out not only Pinhead, but all of the other Cenobites as well. So I've been slowly collecting these up around, and this is the first one that I managed to get in the package, so I figure I'll do an unboxing here for you. So the thing with these is that they're getting kind of up there in price, especially for these older ones. Some of them can be, you know, $50, $60, $70. And this one I got a little bit cheaper, mainly because the package is really messed up. So I noticed that you kind of see here, the package is like really bent. Let me kind of bring this a little bit forward here so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, see, it's got like labels on it, and you can kind of see here there's some like wear on the package and stuff like that, and it's all like bent weird, but you know, I'm gonna open this guy up anyway, so I don't care. So let's take a look at the actual figure. Like all Neca figures, they're very, very detailed, so you can get a good look at Pinhead's face there. You know, very, very detailed, all the nails and everything like that, and his features, and you know, looking at his uniform, all those little details there on his chest and stuff like that, you know, and little folds in the leather and that kind of thing. And it actually comes with this piece of the puzzle box there, that the idea is that when you get all 6 of them, you can make your own little puzzle box. That's kind of cool. Let's take a look at the back. Nice little bio on Pinhead. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but you know, Dark Angel, Prince of Pain, blah blah blah, you know, we've got such pleasures to show you, whatever. You know what Hellraiser's all about. And here are some of the other ones in the series that they released. Some of these guys from like Hellraiser 2, 3, whatever. So I actually have a couple of these that I can show off a little bit later. Alright. So yeah, you know, looks pretty good. And let's open this guy up. Okay. Let's see here. So normally, you know, usually I wouldn't spend a lot of money on this kind of thing, but this one, yeah, like I said, the package was already pretty much like destroyed here, so it's like, yeah, I don't feel too bad about opening it up. It didn't really look that good on a shelf anyway. Before we pull it out, let's take another look at the figure. Looks very nice there. Okay, he's got, comes with knives, comes with a little tiny puzzle box itself. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. And this might take a minute because, you know, they had to put all these little twist ties in here and stuff. I guess this keeps it from, like, banging around in the package when it's being shipped or something. Who knows? Let's see. You see this a lot when it comes to these sort of adult collectible figures like this. You know, I think they bank on the idea that half the time people aren't even going to, like, take them out. So it has to look good when it's in the package, you know. I never understood that myself. I always like to open my figures, but I know there's people that like to keep them in the package, display them, and whatever. But some people get really crazy over it. Some people get, like, you know, they want to keep the shipping box collectible and all that. I never understood that. Alright, and let's take this little knife out of here. Whoa, careful, boy. Here we go. And alright, so let's see. First off, let's take a look at this figure. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Lots of good details there on his face. Let's look at articulation. So it looks like you can move his shoulders like that. Can the head move? Yeah. Okay, these are like soft and rubbery. That's good. Head moves, shoulders move. You got sort of a mid-arm swivel, and also wrists right here. Yeah, wrists. Same on this side. That's pretty much it. Not much in the way. Let's see, he doesn't even really have legs. This is just solid right there. You know, you can kind of see that. But that's alright. So he doesn't like bend at the waist or anything. But that's okay. That doesn't really matter. This is actually kind of nice. It's like sort of a rubbery, sort of plastic kind of thing. So, you know, that's not like one solid piece. And all of these little knives and saws and things are attached with string right there. So I guess if you wanted to, you could take these off and put them in his hands or whatnot. But, you know, I'm not going to do that because that's going to, like, ruin the figure. But still, pretty cool. Okay, so he comes with this sort of bladed kind of knife thing. And I guess that's supposed to go in this hand. So let's put that in there. Does it actually fit? Because sometimes, you know, the weapons don't actually fit in their hands. Yeah, that seems to fit pretty good. Seems to fit okay. That's okay. And then this hand is doing a kind of sort of this thing. I'm guessing that you put the little puzzle box in there so it displays nice. Alright, let's see. Let's set it up here. There we go. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's sort of pan down a little bit so that we can take a look at this guy. Not bad, you know. Does sort of look like he's going to tear your soul apart. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, yeah, man, you know. I always thought Hellraiser was actually kind of awesome, you know. And this is actually a really good rendition of the character. I know that they have another one that's in sale right now that you can get at like Target and stuff, you know, 7-inch Ultimate Pinhead, which is a little bit taller than this one. But still, I mean, it actually looks pretty good. So I do have some other Hellraiser figures here that we can compare them with. So I do have a couple of other Hellraiser figures that we can compare this to. So this is a female Cenobite, which is from, I think, the 5th or the 6th movie. So here we go, get her to focus a little bit. She's got kind of a stitched up face. I think the 5th movie is what, Hellraiser Inferno? I don't know. Past the 3rd one, they start getting kind of like crappy, you know. Like the first like 4 actually got like theatrical releases, and then everything after that went straight to DVD. But anyway, but she has a pretty cool design. She comes with this sort of like knife thing, and then this kind of like, you know, I think they call it a pair of despair or something like that. So she comes with this kind of torture device thing. I think this thing is, what is this called? Come on, focus, focus. Let's see if we can get this to focus first off. Focus. There we go. It's like a pair of something or other. It's like a thing you put on their mouth and then it like forces your jaws open or whatever. Can't exactly remember what that's called. It's some kind of medieval torture device thing. And then I have these two twins, which are these sort of like sexy Cenobite twins. And these two are actually from Hellraiser Inferno, which is of the ones that are made for like, you know, DVD or whatever. I think that was the 5th one. It's actually probably the best one that's like, you know, in that era, which is really not saying much because really none of them are actually that good. But those are actually kind of cool. The problem with these is that they're very, very limited in the way, in articulation. Like, they barely move. They just move at the shoulders. And then there's like a wrist swivel, so it's like, would have liked those a little more if you could do more with them. And then these guys, these sort of like double twin dudes, right, come from, I think the 6th Hellraiser movie or something. And what they were like these two security guards that were like twins. And, you know, so they didn't want to be separated from each other, so now they're joined together forever, blah, blah, blah. And this particular figure is also, like, these heads move around and then the arms move, and that's pretty much it. You can't really do much with them. So, you know, they're not really made to be, like, played with. They're more to be displayed, you know. These are very much adult collector figures that you're not supposed to give to your kids to play around with. And, you know, who would give their kid Hellraiser toys anyway? But I know that they came out with a bunch of other ones. They have Chatterbox, and then they had the female Cenobite, and then they had the Doctor from Hellraiser too. So I'm slowly getting a collection of these guys up. And yeah, they actually look really good alongside each other there, you know. So pretty soon I'll have my own little Cenobite cult here ready to tear your soul apart and show you pleasures you've never dreamed of and all that stuff. Anyhow, so yeah, speaking of this guy, I'm actually pretty happy with him, you know, and all that stuff. Looks really, really cool. So yeah, everybody, I think that's all I got. Adios, folks.